there's no like concrete proof that he actually did anything, but when you stack all that what they do have together, hey, that's some stuff. It'll make your eyebrows twitch a little. What the hell going on over here? Kris Tyson put in a statement the other day that he will be permanently separating from MrBeast and anything connected to MrBeast to focus on family or something like that. And that right there is what I was wondering about, like family. Like, you know, on top of what else we're talking about.
Hold on, let me turn off the music.
The whole thing, the whole transition. What's going on with Kris right now? You know what I mean? Yeah.
After Kris came out as transgender and said that he has divorced his wife, lots of people wanted to know what is up with his family. How is his ex-wife living now and what actually happened to their 2-year-old son Tucker? We have to start with the Kris tweet, where he talked about the divorce with Katie for the first time. For a little over a year now, me and Katie have been separated. We are finalizing things soon, but these things take time. We like to keep our personal lives private, which a lot of people don't understand because we share so much, but this is the only time I want to discuss it, and Kris didn't lie. That was the first and the last time he talked about his divorce. However, Kris' son Tucker got in a mad amount of dramas in the past few months. Even before Kris came out, he posted a picture of his son wearing high heels on Snapchat, and that made people angry at him. And Kris replied to those messages, saying that people can talk anything about him, but they cannot trash talk about Tucker. A week after Kris came out as trans and revealed he was doing HRT, people got mad at Kris even more.
Saying that the woke movement took his son or killed his son.
The woke movement killed his son? Elon Musk's son died?
No, he didn't. But he turned transgender. He transitioned. So I don't know if you say woke movement.
Oh, yeah, everybody's trying to transcend gender. Yeah.
So his son, Xavier, I was just, you see that he's saying that the woke community or wokeness changed his son and killed him because he's saying that since his son now transgendered into a woman, so he's no longer a man or a boy, and he killed his son.
It's like, yeah, it's a fact now, you know, it's like, you know, everybody's just switching up or something. It's like, you know, it used to be about, oh, God made a mistake, I was actually meant to be a girl, God made a mistake. Now it's just like, oh, it's the thing to do. I like to have sex with everybody.
Yeah. But that's having sex with everybody, that's a little different. But when you are like a straight male, and now you're like straight thinking that it's okay for you to call yourself a woman because you put a wig or grew hair, or and you know there's some hormone change or whatever, you know, surgery. It's like you were born a male, you know. Maybe if they really feel like they're women inside, it must suck to be stuck, but...
Go back to that doctor. Don't go into a regular gynecologist's office and then demand treatment and then cry discrimination on the internet.
An appointment because I need to be checked, you know? I mean, they got to use a speculum, they've got to take a sample, that type of thing, check for tears, blah, 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 right? I mean, makes sense. And so what they had said to me, it's like, well, we don't do that here. And I'm like, but you're a gynecologist office, why wouldn't you? Well, we don't treat trans patients, so you're discriminating against me is what you're telling me. You know? My female doctor in Toronto would have taken you in a heartbeat. Damn. Yeah, it's fucking bullshit. I am pretty fucking pissed. You know, it's so hard to find a fucking, like, a gynecologist that can, like, even work with me. You know, and I don't understand it. So, I don't know. I don't know.
But, you know, I think they should just accept the blessing. Hey, this is what it is. These are my cards, but I'm a male that's into other males. You don't have to take it to the point where, like, you need to change yourself and try making yourself look like a woman because that's the only way that.
And get offended when motherfuckers don't accept you as a woman. Like, no, you can't go in this bathroom with my daughter, you bitches.
That is wrong, and I can't believe that they actually were passing laws where they can share it. Man, that's crazy. Men competing against women, it's like, that's not cool. Records being broken by men that are, claiming that they are women. That's not cool either.
And this man, Kris over here, he has a picture of his son wearing high heels. His son is only 2 years fucking old.
Oh, that's not fair. That's cool. That's not cool.
2 or 3 hours.
Man, that's fucked up.
I think it's 2.
Once you get to a certain age, and that's what I say, to each his own, right? We only live this life one time, but unless you believe in reincarnation. But come on. Just don't try pushing that shit upon me or forcing me to agree with you or be like, oh, this is the right. Like, no. If that's what you're into and that's what you want, I'm going to respect what you want to do because that's your belief. But at the same time, you need to respect what I believe in. I don't believe that's okay. And I'm going to fight that all day long. I'm not going to.
And you know what's really fucked up is what's making me think is the fact that he has a wife and kid. So once upon a time, he put his hand on the Bible and promised to be faithful, all this stuff to be to this person. And all of a sudden, he basically abandoned his family. He basically just gave up on that shit. Like, oh, that's not me. Was it that way before you got married, or just some new shit that you got into?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, and the other thing I was wondering about, like, he follows this artist. I don't want to say his name, but he draws little kids doing sexual things.
No.
Yeah, so.
It's not okay.
Yeah, so is that's still CP, right?
Widow. Yes, widow. Yes, Kris from MrBeast, bro. It's fucked up. It's weird. Bro. It's weird. I don't care. That shit is weird, bro. It's weird. Should it not be? Like, want a video? Let me see the tweet, bro. Whatever, the tweet, the video. I just heard it on some blogs and shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck, bro? Like, what is going on, bro? Like, how do you know the age of someone, knowing that you're a grown-ass man and still move forward, bro? I don't understand it. I don't, bro.
I don't know. But as scandalous as it is, there is those people that are into that kind of stuff. And unfortunately, because of that, these things happen. And it's almost like he's promoting for it to be okay.
He's a 69 guy. I don't know what that means, but I guess he's a sex demon. That's what he just.
Yeah, but why does he have to be kids?
Because he has to still, he has to just push it to the next level.
And
it's
Kris.
like, okay, I got bored off of this. No, it's attention. It's not attention. He loves everything.
I would say keep on that close eye to that person and just be careful.
Recently, Kris Tyson has been the subject of serious allegations that are difficult to defend. One major accusation is that Kris supports Lolicon and has allegedly purchased such content from an artist known as Shadman. These allegations are significant and need to be examined individually, rather than lumped together. One of the most substantial allegations involves screenshots and videos of a Snapchat conversation from 2019. The dates and details are somewhat difficult to discern due to the way they were filmed. Another phone capturing the screen rather than a direct screen recording. These conversations have raised serious concerns. Before diving deeper, it's important to note a key aspect often overlooked in this discussion. Many people are labeling Kris Tyson as a groomer.
Kris Tyson from MrBeast used me, manipulated me, and did very inappropriate things with me while I was about 15 years old. I was actually friends with Lava GS at the time, who is the main victim of Kris that everyone has been talking about these last few days, who claims he isn't a victim, but we all know he is, and we all know he probably got paid off. Not only that, but he's also under an NDA from when he worked for MrBeast Gaming for 2 years, and he tried to get me to join MrBeast Gaming himself, Lava. He's the one who actually sent me the contract and tried to get me to sign the NDA, at which point I ended our friendship because I knew they were just trying to silence me. Me and him were both initially involved in running Kris's Discord server, helping him set up his Twitch streams and moderating them.
Nate's calling me. Hey, what's up? You're on stream.
You just leave your address, please, on your stream. As well as other technical back-end things that he needed help with. This Discord server that we were a part of had about 10 people in it, most of whom were minors. I'm not sure how they got in there, other than me and Lava. He won a giveaway and Kris invited him after that, and Kris invited me after I saw one of his tweets asking for help setting up a Garry's Mod server for the 10 million subscriber MrBeast video. This turned into us having lots of private conversations with Kris and playing video games with him for hours on end. Not only did we do a lot of unpaid work for him that he promised he would pay us for, he would also frequently bring up sexual topics that was definitely not appropriate to bring up around 15, 16-year-olds, especially with him being like, I don't know, 20, 21 years old. He would even go as far as linking me several different porn and hentai videos throughout the time of me talking with him. Not only that, but he had an NSFW bot in his Discord server before he made it public. So when it was just a private server, his little circle of minors. And he would use this NSFW bot to spam different corn images, alongside all these 15-year-olds. He would also frequently call me dad and daddy, as well as the others, which I guess we all kind of just took as a joke at the time. You have to think this is someone who we looked up to at the time, we idolized, we thought was the coolest person in the world, so they couldn't really do any wrong in our eyes. But looking back, I was definitely uncomfortable at being called daddy by a 20-year-old, and even just thinking about it now, it's just uncomfortable. This server later went public and became his official Discord server, but before it did, he had me and Lava spend multiple days scrubbing this Discord server clean of all of the N-words he had sent in it, as well as his friends, as well as deleting the NSFW channels and making sure no one could see that he was spamming corn to minors. This story is so much bigger and runs so much deeper than any of you really realize, so if you want to hear more and you want a part 2, let me know. This is part 2 to yesterday's video of me talking about Ava Kris Tyson and what they did to me when I was 15 years old. This video has all the proof in it, all the receipts, and all the screenshots, thanks to an old friend of mine who was a moderator in Kris's Discord server at the time, Cookie. Now, Cookie actually went ahead and downloaded logs of all the individual channels on Kris's server before it went public, knowing that this was kind of being covered up, and he kept the logs of it for himself. He actually reached out to me here on Twitter, and I'm gonna provide a lot of the screenshots backing up the claims that I made that Lava refuted. For example, I made a claim that there was an NSFW channel in the server where Kris would spam corn. Here you can see Kris talking about locking down the NSFW channel to True Gods and Anointed only. By the way, this is in 2019. I was a True God and I was a minor. Not only that, but you can see me right below it, Nathan.rtx, saying this is a bad idea. So even I knew as a kid that this was a really bad idea. Here is Lava himself talking about starting the commencement of cleaning the server, word for word. I said he was talking about scrubbing the server. He says that never happened. Here you can see him talking about it, as well as me and Cookie himself talking about it. I just want to make this video real quick, disproving some of the claims that Lava refuted and showing that they actually are true, but I actually have thousands of Discord messages to go through in these logs that I was just provided by Cookie. Shout out to him for giving me them, and I'm going to be going through them and posting an update video with some more proof.
Another employee of MrBeast came through and posted this online.
Certified lover boy, certified. Alright, hold on, let me turn off the music.
I'm outside MrBeast studio right now. Here's a cornfield. I'll explain that tomorrow. I've just been driving by looking to see, is there an FBI raid going on? What's happening? My name's Dawson. I worked at MrBeast from February to May of this year, 2024. Kris is the tip of the iceberg. And when Jake the Viking says, MrBeast knew, yeah, MrBeast knew. I heard many times that Ava, Kris Tyson, is a major liability, but they can't get rid of her because she's already threatened legal action and she knows too much. And when all this information comes out about everything that she knew, everything other people know, I promise you on everything, MrBeast is done.
And MrBeast put out a statement. This is what he had to say about the whole situation.
MrBeast's tweet reads this: "Over the last few days, I've become aware of serious allegations of Ava Kris Tyson's behaviour online, and I'm disgusted and opposed to such unacceptable acts. During the time, I've been focused on hiring an independent third party to conduct a thorough investigation to ensure I have all the facts. That said, I've seen enough online and taken immediate action to remove Ava from the company, my channel, and any associations with MrBeast. I do not condone or support any of the inappropriate action. I will allow the independent investigators the necessary time to conduct comprehensive investigation and will take any further actions based on their findings."
Alright. So there you have it. Kris Tyson situation. Y'all tell me what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. On to the next video.